want to come back to Atari. I've had a lot of new subscribers since I started talking about Atari, so I guess it's only fitting that we're back here. And today I want to talk about controllers. This is one of the two CX40 controllers that were in my lot of Atari products that I purchased that included this Vader console. The other one is still a work in progress. It's going to end up being a good controller. I have all these working well. It's just here this problem. By the way, look at that. Revision 1, as far as I understand it, this is a pre-1980 or 1980 and earlier controller. Even has the color notifications made onto the board, but unfortunately one of the leads is broken and the other's super loose. I will have this working within the next week, but currently this is my only functional CX40. But unfortunately, let me unplug this and bring it around. This is what happens with old Atari controllers, or any Atari controller. I remember as a kid this would happen. Because these are here and you're pulling forward on the cable, that's a recipe for it starting to come undone. This is still working, but it is going to need to be recabled. I do have a replacement cable on the way, but what if there is an even better way to control the Atari? An official way to control the Atari in a more modern sense. If you didn't know it, Atari is back. They're making 2600s again. They're called the 2600 Plus. They're even making these CX40 controllers again. They call them CX40 Plus. And that new CX40 Plus comes in two variants. One that's cabled just like the original. There's also a new wireless. I have been looking forward to this. Took a week to get it to me. As much as I enjoy classic Atari gaming, there are some things that, well, they just don't age that well. For instance, the Atari console, the way these were designed, it was different times. They were hooked to a TV. There's a long video cable and a long power cable. In the Atari world of yesteryear, these long cables were because there would be a big TV, a big CRT TV, and this console would come forward to your couch or to the floor where the kids were. So you had these big long cables that would reach out. That meant the controllers only had to reach to directly in front of this, which would be sitting directly in front of the person playing. Hence the short cables and hence the tugging. It didn't take long before I started going, you know what? This could be better. I remember it's still fun, but I really would like to sit on my couch or in a comfortable chair as far away from all this as I want to be. And that is what this is going to do. At least in theory. I mean, I've never ever used one. I am very curious how it's going to feel versus the old legacy controller. Let's find out together. You know what? Let's look over this box really quick. CX40 Plus wireless, the Atari logo. Atari on the two sides. I love seeing that on a modern product. On the back, look, no wires. There you go. You can pause it and read as you want, but look at that. Two dongles, DB9, that's what that is, and a USB. So you could use this on anything that uses USB controllers, as far as I understand. Okay, let's get into this and see how it looks, see how it feels. I'm curious. What's that say? Have you played Atari today? Not yet, but we're about to. Open this up. Here's a peek in the box. And it's nothing fancy, at least no Apple style reveal here. There's some instructions, or a slight card of instructions. Looks like it's going to be easy to get set up. The charging cable. Pull that off. It looks very familiar. The top font is different. It's different size. Weight-wise, you know, they're not feeling that different. I can feel the cord tugging here, but that doesn't feel very different. Even the button profile is, I mean, it's ever so slightly more curved and a little more red, but I think over time has just done that. But look at this. Very similar. Nice texture feel. Let me get it in the hand here. You know, just my first movements on this, it feels just like this thing. I don't hear any switch clicking, so no modern switching, at least as far as I can tell. Let's try. Now this is definitely a softer feel here. This is a more clicky feel, at least on this button, on the fire button. Definitely, you can probably hear it. That one's got a little click sound to it too, but there is a definite, I'm pressing on a button, where this is just old. Feels like a very soft button. So that's one difference, but otherwise, very similar. Let's look on the bottom here. Obviously no cable coming out. And I see no screw holes, so they're probably all the mounting screws under here. And you know, those would kind of line up somewhat with the original. Here on the front's where all the good stuff happens. Of course, you can see the cord there, but you can see that's definitely different. There are a couple of LED lights, the USB charge port, and I'm assuming that is the sync button. Per instructions, well, it doesn't even say to charge it. Usually there's that must charge before use. It's pretty simple. I just connect the dongle, I press and hold the sync button for 3 seconds, and then it's gonna light and it's gonna pair up, and then it should be ready to game. The question is, do I need to turn this on for all that to happen? Both of these dongles are Atari branded. I like that. So let's see, I just pull this out. I plug this in. Ooh, it's a little tight compared to the old one. I don't see a light, so it looks like I'm definitely gonna have to turn on the console. I'm gonna turn the power on here, and then I see that power flash. So let me press and hold this for 3 seconds. Now it's flashing. Wow, that's a quick pair process. Is this going to be any better than the old controller? The same as the old controller on a game that honestly, I never felt Atari controlling was all that great on. I used to play the heck out of Missile Command on both the Atari and at the arcade. And at the arcade, we had a trackball. So I always kind of felt like the home Atari experience wasn't quite as good because of these analog controls that are, well, just not as smooth as a trackball. Let's find out. This plays like the original, worse than the original, better, and like that. So left, right, up, down, move kind of in a circle. You know, I'm going to say right away, this feels a lot like the Atari, the original classic Atari controller. It still has an analog feel. Yeah, not that trackball precision or the instant on-off of a modern electronics. I probably should keep this on the screen while I'm going. The fire button is really nice. That is one area I do like, that click, that defined click. So let's do one more level here. See if I can keep this on screen for you. I forgot you can only have 2. Old Atari rules. See if I can tempt fate here. Let them get low on me. Yeah, there we go. CX40 Wireless, just as good. Ooh, you know what? One thing I can do. Let me see if I can do this from across the room. I am 15 feet away on the other side of my living room, and I can barely see my cursor because I left my glasses. So I know I'm losing something there. But it's 15 feet here. Let me see if I can step into another room. You're just going to have to tell me. You'll still be able to hear me. But I won't know until I look back if this is firing or if it's not. I'm in another room right now. What's happened? Okay, I've ran back into the room. I've lost everything. But I could control, I'm assuming I could control that in the other room. Yeah, this definitely works. It has that old-fashioned Atari stick feel. I like the fire button. It's kind of old, just new because it's wireless. As a matter of fact, this is so good. When I came back in here and I sat down, I grabbed this and picked it up, and it wasn't until the wire bumped my hand that I was able to instantly tell just by feel that it wasn't the new wireless controller. I couldn't find the scales, but I did look it up, and apparently this factory CX40, the wired version, weighs 8.8 ounces. The new wireless Atari weighs 9 ounces. That's why they feel about the same to me. They're basically 9 ounces each. So not only did they get the texture, the look, and the feel right, they got the weight right, which is very, very impressive. This is definitely Atari. Now there are still questions. How is this going to hold up? Time will tell, so I'll be coming back and doing a follow-up on that. And according to what I've read online, this holds up very, very well. It's been on the market for a couple of years, I think. Not a lot of complaints, no more than with a standard Atari controller. So it looks like it's holding up to its heritage there. It also has an impressive battery life. They say 30 hours, so I'll be coming back to that in another video. So lots of stuff to follow up on, but for right now, I'm very, very impressed with this new Atari wireless controller. Comment below and let me know what you think. I think this is going to make my retro vintage gaming still retro, still vintage feeling, but even better. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.